What do we got? All right, give it up for Kai.
Hi, I'm Kai, and this is my Zenith project. You should do the right buttons. Yeah, I'm clicking the buttons.
You gotta click on the slide first. Somebody clicked away.
And you are an animation student, is that right?
Oh yeah, I'm an animation student. Okay. There we go. Okay, so these are like my general ideas and what I sort of started out with. So I think I originally was gonna try and do like some type of animation for it, but I ended up changing to a short comic like halfway through because it was taking too long. And the programs I used were mainly Autodesk Maya, where I did like a bunch of 3D backgrounds on to like make drawing backgrounds a lot easier. And Procreate is like an illustration app where you can also animate on. I did some animation on it, but I used it to like basically sketch out my comic and like draw the line art for it and everything. So you can kind of see the rough draft of the animation that I was planning on doing. I wanted to like learn how to use IRL choreography and stuff in my like animation. So I like searched up like choreographed fights and sort of used it as a reference to try and make my own. The issue with my animation was that like the fight scene itself, like just the lines, took me like maybe 8 hours to finish, and it was like 3 seconds long. And I ended up like just scrapping it because I knew I was not going to be able to finish. And then I switched over to a comic where I looked on like Pinterest and stuff for inspiration on style and like theme, and I put some of the stuff that inspired me on the bottom left. And for 3D backgrounds, I tried to like save on time by using 3D backgrounds instead of just like hand drawing all the like 3D stuff without, you know, a reference. And it did kind of save on time, but each of the backgrounds took me like 2 hours to finish or something. I tried using some like imported models to like help speed up some stuff, but I ended up forgetting that you can use imported models and hand model a bunch of stuff that I probably didn't need to. So that took me like a while, and I used Maya for it. And how I would like basically transfer the 3D model onto like a 2D image and then put it into Procreate to like draw over, I angled the camera to like where the viewer would be like looking in the comic. And then I either took a screenshot or I rendered it, and then I took that rendered image and then sent it to myself, where I then imported into the illustration program. And this is the line art process for my comic. So after the sketch, I would like draw over it with the lines, and something that I feel like really helped make the comic look better is line weight. It's like you add different like thicknesses in certain areas for the lines to make it look better, I guess. And backgrounds, they took me so long to do. I don't want to ever draw a straight line ever again. It was really, really painful, but I got through it. I feel like the last few pages were a little bit rushed because I was running out of time. And poses, I used mainly just like images I found off of Google. And sometimes I'll like take a picture of my hand or something to like reference. And I feel like I could have done a bit better with the anatomy. I'm not like super proud of it, but I feel like I definitely did a lot of poses that I wouldn't usually do. And here's a final thing. I think I was originally gonna like try and color it, but then after like yesterday I had like maybe 3 more pages I had to line and then the cover to do. I was like, I'm not going to finish this, so I ended up not coloring it and sticking with the line art. And The overall story, it's not really much of a story, just like a character wakes up and is like really tired and just like seeing things. And that's kind of it. Some final thoughts about the comic. I'm really like happy with the backgrounds and how those turned out. I've never done like 3D backgrounds and then drawn over them before. I've always like just like did it myself. And I'm also kind of like happy with just like how the hair looks. I think the hair looks really nice. But some stuff I feel like I could have improved on was definitely keeping the face consistent. I feel like in each of the panels it kind of looks like they're a different character because I wasn't able to keep the face very consistent since I'm not used to drawing so many different angles. And yeah, that's it.
You have about 8 minutes.
Okay.
It's not related to like the comic, but like the graphic design elements that you added, are those yours?
Yeah.
They're so, yeah, they're really cool.
Thank you.
So you mentioned you're doing Maya to like make the backgrounds. Do you think that sped up your work by any point, and then instead of just like drawing it in the first place?
I definitely feel like it did. It like helped me like spend less time on doing the 2D drawings for it, but it also like helped me keep everything like consistent proportionally. So I didn't have like things that were different sizes and different panels.
Do you think you'd start incorporating more like 3D elements into like your 2D works at any point like in the future?
Yeah, probably.
Kind of like merging them?
Yeah, like trying to get more into drawing backgrounds since like I was never really good at drawing backgrounds, and I feel like using 3D definitely helps.
Also, I think like the line weight thing really added like a nice touch to it, and it looks like really like there's more depth to the drawing, so I think that was really good.
Thank you.
I just want to say I think that the hair in the second page when they're lying down is unbelievably amazing. Like, that looks so cool.
Thank you.
You know, in the beginning you mentioned that it took you like 8 hours to do a few seconds. If you had more time, would you have stuck with like that original version?
I'm not really sure because I like run out of motivation pretty quickly. So if it were to take me like a month to do something, I would probably end up like not finishing and just like giving up.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, out of all of this, like, what was the most challenging aspect? Was it kind of just like overcoming that like 8-hour like work session, or like what was the hardest part?
Honestly, probably like time management. I think this comic by itself, if you include like drawing the comic, then the 3D modeling took maybe like 30-ish hours. And I ended up cramming in like 4 pages maybe, 3 pages, I'm not really sure. And the cover like yesterday for like 5 hours, which was not fun. But I feel like I could have been better with time management, yeah.
Can you give us some more insight on like the title of the comic? How you?
Okay, yeah, I knew this was a question that was going to be asked. So I don't understand Latin, so but it's like Latin word. The first word, I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I know like part of the word. The first word is like somnia, which relates to dreams. The second word I think is like noctis, which is like night or something. So I think it's like dreams or like nightmare or something. And then the 2 words underneath, terra would mean like land or earth. With the E, I think it's of the earth. And something, whatever. It means like intruder. So like it's like intruder, land of intruders or something.
Yeah, I remember when you were talking to me about working on this project, you animated the person falling down the stairs in the last panel.
Yeah.
Did you scrap that?
I mean, I still have it. I might like include it in the finished Zenith video or whatever. But yeah, I kind of like gave up on trying to animate stuff because I'm just like running out of time. Any more questions?